Hello class, I am teacher JC, and for today's topic, we are going to have some time in learning another important topic in science. But before that, let us have first a simple activity, and we are going to call it You Complete My Word. I am going to show you the incomplete letters of the word, and the thing you need to do is to complete it. The words that we will get, the words that we will get for this topic will be related to our discussion for today. So, are you ready, guys? Alright, the first word will be, alright, then the second word is, alright, the third one, another one. Alright, and lastly we have, alright, so the words that we got are, first is gene mutations, the second one is the substitution, the third one is the insertion, the fourth one is the deletion. Alright, and as we go further to this discussion, we will be unlocking the definition of those words. Alright, the first one is a gene mutation. Gene mutation, class, it is a change in one or more genes, and some mutations can lead to genetic disorders or illnesses. In addition, it has something to do with the unusual happenings or changes in the genes of every human. Next is, we are going to unlock the meaning of genes. When we say genes, these are short sections of the DNA. They determine our trait, which are the things like hair color, height, body type, and other things that make a person unique. Genes also play a role in person's risk for some disease and health conditions. And then, each of us has about 24,000 different type of genes. Could you imagine, class? We have many genes in our body, and it composes of 24,000. Alright, then the other one is the DNA, or the deoxyribonucleic acid, that is used to carry all our genes. Each person gets one copy of DNA from their mother and one copy from their father. DNA creates a code using four chemicals called nucleotides. This code determines which genes a person has. And if you don't know, I am gladly to tell to you that DNA is located inside our chromosomes. And the question here is, what is chromosome? Chromosome is an egg-shaped thread-like structure in the body's cells. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes. And now, we are done to know the basic meaning of these terms, especially the gene mutations. And as we go through, we will determine the causes of a gene mutation. So these are the following. A gene can mutate because, number one, change in one or more nucleotides of DNA. Number two, a change in many genes. Number three, the loss of one or more genes. And lastly, number four, the rearrangement of genes or whole chromosomes. Alright, the next question. Do parents pass gene mutations to the children? The answer is, if a parent carries gene mutation in their eggs or sperm, it can pass to their child. The hereditary or the inherited mutations are in almost every cell of the person's body throughout their life. Hereditary mutations include cystic fibrosis, hemophilia, and sickle cell disease. Other mutations can happen on their own during a person's life. These are called sporadic, spontaneous, or new mutations. They affect only some cells. Damage from the sun's ultraviolet radiation, exposure to some types of chemical can lead to a new mutations. These mutations are not passed from parents to their children. The next question is, Do all gene mutations cause health problem? The answer is most gene mutations have no effect on health, and the body can repair many mutations. Some mutations are even helpful. For example, people can have mutation that protects them from heart disease or gives them harder bones. Another question is, can genes mutate after birth? Alright, so some say mutation can happen after birth, but the answer is even if you even if you or I were born with healthy genes, some of them can become changed or mutated over the course of your life. These acquired mutations cause most of cases of cancer. Some acquired mutation that can be caused by things that we are exposed to our environment, including cigarette smoke, radiation, hormones, or even diet. And as substitution, let us proceed to another three types of mutation. Number one is substitution. Substitution, it is a mutation that exchanges one base for another. Alright, and such a substitution could change a codon to one that encodes different amino acid and cause a small change in the protein produced. Insertion is a type. Number two is insertion, and it is a type of mutation involving the addition of genetic material. An insertion mutation can be small, involving a single extra DNA base pair, or large, involving a piece of chromosome. And then lastly, we have deletion, or also called gene deletion deficiency or deletion mutation. A mutation which is generally called genetic aberration, in which a part of chromosomes, a sequence of DNA is left out during DNA replication, and any number of nucleotides can be deleted from a single base to the entire piece of chromosome. So class, that would be all today. That will be all for today. I hope you understand even if we have discussed it in a short or simple time. Thank you and God bless.